How do we understand causality in the context of civilization decay, decline, or growth? Well, there's two key ideas which many people don't get, and they end up with a lot of logical fallacies when they approach history or civilization. The first key idea is the idea of closed loop versus open loop causality. Open loop causality is when you have A causing B causing C, and that's it. Closed loop causality is when it actually forms a chain and A causes B causes C, but then C causes A, and then you keep going in a circle. So, for example, injustice can cause uncontrolled violence. Uncontrolled violence can cause injustice. So then you have a closed loop of one causing the next again and again and again. Another example would be some type of education can cause an increase in wealth. An increase in wealth can improve education. And then you go in a loop over and over again in a positive spiral. The second key concept is accidental causality versus essential causality. Essential causality is necessary for an effect to happen. Accidental causality is contingent but sufficient. In other words, when you have an accidental cause, it's possible to have the same effect with other causes. But when you have an essential cause, it's impossible to have the effect except through this one cause. So, for example, a benevolent king can cause justice, but that's an accidental cause. It could have been any other form of government, and it didn't need to be a benevolent king. On the other hand, producing more than you consume is necessary to acquire wealth. There is no other way. So it's an essential cause for growing wealthy. When people miss these two concepts in understanding history, they usually run into really hilarious fallacies where they can assume that, say, one thing causes success, where the reality of the situation is that you have a system with so many different factors, some of them running in closed loops, others in open loops, and the relationships are insanely complicated.